A low-rent district apartment, specifically the kitchen and entryway door. Victoria, a woman in her mid-30s, sits at the kitchen table with a cup of coffee, talking on the phone.
Jen, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I know what's gonna happen and I'm afraid I'm just gonna snap. What would you do in my position? Well, I don't exactly have the room to build a bomb shelter, do I?
Edgar, her husband, enters with briefcase, looking mildly disappointed.
I'm home.
Okay, I'll get you that recipe tomorrow. All right, bye, hon.
She hangs up. Edgar sets the briefcase on the table.
Well, I must have driven all over the country today, and not one nibble.
Victoria goes back to staring into her coffee. Edgar starts talking in a feminine voice to imitate Victoria.
Gee, Edgar, I'm so sorry. Well, thank you, darling. That means a lot to me. Don't worry, Sugar Pie. I'm sure you'll get a next
Okay, I do not sound like that. And when have I ever called you Sugar Pie in my life?
Well, I'm sure you must have at some point. Isn't that a classic in the Pet Names for Spouses Bible?
We must have gotten different editions of that one. So you didn't sell anything?
Nope.
Edgar opens the briefcase and turns the open side out to the audience, revealing the contents. Bombs, death rays, and other equipment that no classic Bond villain would be without.
So all these beauties gotta come home with me for the night.
Victoria stares at the briefcase, scooting her chair back away from the table a couple of inches. She pauses before she speaks.
You do realize this is the fourth time this week.
Aw, Vic, don't be such a pessimist. I mean, I know the company's had a bit of a dry spell.
Is that what you call it?
Edgar starts rifling through the merchandise in his briefcase.
I just don't see what the problem is. It's all good stock. I mean, freeze rays, hypno beams, smoke bombs. I haven't seen a company with a better death button than us.
Edgar pulls out what is apparently a death button and holds it up to Victoria's face.
You ever seen a better death button than that?
Victoria doesn't say anything. She pulls her head back and keeps some distance between her and the button.
We used to sell 20 of these things a day back in the war.
Edgar, please put that thing away before you hurt yourself.
Oh, please. You think 5 years of working for Dominations R Us and I don't know how to handle a death button properly? You have so little faith in me, Vic.
Edgar sets the death button on the table and starts to unload the rest of his merchandise. Victoria just scoots her chair farther away.
I mean, I get it. War ends and all the dictators of the world run away to recoup. But where's the Illuminati when you need them, huh? Aren't they supposed to be the cash cow of peace or something?
Edgar.
But what the hell am I blathering about? Look at the state of the world right now. We'll have a new war before you know it at this rate.
Edgar.
And even if we don't, we can always count on the zombie apocalypse preppers. I mean, any self-respecting apocalypse nut would be an idiot not to invest in some high-quality world-conquering tools.
Edgar! Do you have to keep doing this?
Doing what?
Bringing those things back here, just letting them pile up on top of one another?
Well, you know, if I could get rid of them, I would.
I know that, but couldn't you get a storage locker downtown or something?
I mean...
No, not downtown. Definitely not downtown. You need something like an abandoned barn or even a ditch.
Hey, what brought this on?
I was good the first few years. I understood why you had to do it, so I didn't say anything, but then after the war, after that big bomb that ended everything.
I know, right? That was a genuine piece of craftsmanship.
What?
I mean, how they managed to get that much gunpowder in that small of a canister absolutely amazes me. And then, when the thing actually went off...
Edgar, please! Just shut up! After that, it seemed like everywhere I turned, it was faulty equipment this, and built on a landmine that, and there were so many innocent people getting hurt for no reason.
Victoria starts to cry.
Vic?
Edgar hugs Victoria.
Hey, everything's gonna be okay. I didn't know this stuff was bothering you so much.
Why do you keep doing it?
Huh?
Why do you keep working for them? Why can't you just leave?
Well, you said it yourself. Job market's tough these days. And if I couldn't keep you and me under this roof, then I'd never forgive myself.
I knew there was a reason I kept you around.
I like to think I'm good for a few things.
Edgar kisses her forehead.
I love you. And I promise I'm always gonna keep you safe, okay?
They hug again.
And I love you too.
All of a sudden, an eerie beeping is heard. Both of them go still.
What's that?
The calibration on that death button must have recalculated.
What?
Edgar breaks the hug and rushes to fix the thing.
Just stay back.
The beeping gets progressively quicker the longer that Edgar takes. Victoria just stands at the edge of the set whimpering. At the height of the suspense, Edgar cries out.
Aha!
The beeping stops, and Edgar sighs in victory. Victoria still looks shaken, not moving from her spot.
There we go. Everything is totally under... Vic?
I can't take this anymore.
Oh, come on now, Vic. That could have happened to anyone.
It's not worth it, Edgar. None of this is even worth it.
Honey, it's not even...
No, you just lost your chance to argue this. Now you either cut your losses or I'll cut them for you.
What does that mean?
Either you quit or I'll walk out of here.
What?
You heard me. I love you and I don't want to, but I've had it.
Now, wait a minute.
Don't even. I know what you're going to say. Oh, it'll get better. Sales will start coming in. You'll see. You gotta have a little faith in the universe, Vic.
I don't sound anything like that.
But is it true?
And what's wrong with having little faith in the universe anyway?
You can't get anywhere in this life just on faith.
Maybe not in your eyes. You never take any risks.
What, like you? Keeping piles of radiation guns and those damn death buttons and God knows what else under your roof? Just waiting for the next time their calibration screws up. Putting your loved ones in danger, that kind of risk?
Vic.
This whole thing, it's scaring me.
Edgar holds out his hands for a hug. Victoria takes a moment before she barrels into him.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm really sorry.
Me too.
You should have told me all this sooner.
I know, and I've tried, but you're really hard to say no to.
Should I take that as a compliment? I'm gonna fix this. I promise.
So you'll quit?
If that's what you want.
Thank you, honey, and I'm sorry for snapping earlier.
Which time?
Hey.
I'm teasing. Now, why don't you go take a nap or something and I'll clean this mess up.
Deal.
Victoria and Edgar kiss before she exits. Edgar lingers for a moment before he dials the phone. He keeps looking toward the kitchen, towards the direction Victoria exited, like she's going to come back any minute.
Yes, hello? Is Mr. Karen? First name Khan? Thank you. Khan, buddy, good to talk to you. How's the wife and kids? Yeah, absolutely. Listen, do you need any new death buttons at the moment?